Okay, let's get cracking with this episode. Just had to sort out a minor problem with my computer. It was lagging out really badly. It looks like the frame rate is back to where it should be, so we'll turn that off. Now, in this episode, we are going to continue with our wall and defense construction, and we're also going to try and increase our iron production a little bit. Oh, that's still there. Go away. And then move on to exploiting this oil deposit here. It's actually a pretty good deposit. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. And I've got some more down here and here. So plenty of oil. Oil is going to be very important in our bid for plastics and laser turrets. Here's another 2, and over here as well, underneath these trees. So in terms of our defensive perimeter, what we're going to try and do is we'll run a wall across here, we'll run a wall out and then down, we're going to run a wall out and then down, and hopefully that'll work. That'll give us our factory to start with, and then from there we can expand into these areas to capture this iron, this copper up here, that copper down there, as the game continues. That's the plan anyway. So let's get cracking. Now our wall production is going okay. I just threw some stone in there to keep those furnaces burning at 100% of the time. Now we need another iron deposit. So there's one there, like a smaller one just to start with. One there, and one over here as well. So let's go tap that. And that should time it out so that our fluid handling is good to go. And once that fluid handling is up and running, we can start making pump jacks. Oh, problem. Steel required. Okay. That's a bugger. What are we going to do? So for steel production, I'd really like to create something after the fact, so like an overflow creation. Actually, there's an idea. That's what we'll do. More copper required. I need some more furnaces of that while we're going. So you see, I'm just chasing problems back right now through the chains. Hopefully when we sort this out, that'll allow us to increase our copper production to an acceptable point. Then when that's an acceptable point, we can move on to the next thing. Go there and there. Alright, that's copper sorted. Right here. So what we'll do is to get 2 of these, and we should be able to fit 2 here. And then we'll create a steel creation just here, which will then get us on the way to pump jacks. Now also we're going to need oil refineries and chemical plants, both of which are going to need steel. Completely forgotten about steel in this early spot. Normally throws me a curveball as well. That is to say, I normally forget about it. Now, so that'll get that running. Get this over here and up there. Now, so that's that. We'll throw down a power pole here. Get 2, 3, 4 maybe. Should be plenty. We'll start these about here. 1, 2, 1, 2, and some power poles. Just gonna need to power this bad boy. 1, 2, 3. Also gonna need some inserters. which we have plenty of, and some belts. Where are they? Here they are. So the raw material will go in, and in, and our steel will come out. Now up here we'll have an output into a box so that we can store it. And just keep punching it out as fast as we can. Now I reckon there was a, well, there's our gold deposit there. Might just feed these by hand to start with. Oh, whoops. I hadn't powered that up. Okay. Ooh, I haven't thought about this. Not clearly anyway. Let's reverse these and delete that there. Because to make steel, of course, you need iron. You can't go directly from steel to iron ore to steel. Actually, what I'll do is throw some wood in here, because that'll get rid of that nicely. Go. Next problem. Not enough furnaces. That's alright. We'll use the automated over time advantage, insofar as I can go do other things now and not worry about that. Let's throw all of that there and all of that there. Keep things moving. Okay. Over here, we'll add a couple more furnaces in so we're nice and symmetrical with, oh, what have I done? What have I done? Oh, that's too far over. Or is it? It's definitely too far over. Oi, get off there. Why is all of this too far over? Because the starting one's too far over. Okay, I'll have to fix that. There we go. Output, input, power pole, here, here, and here. There we go, that's that. Okay, so that's it, that increased. Now we're getting a bit of a backup of iron, which means we need, well, if we've got a backup, that means we have an excess. So when that happens, it means that we can probably put some more draw on the system and ask a little bit more of those main furnaces. So what we'll do is we'll change this around a little bit. Change these all around. Turn you off. There, pick all this up. And yep, that's correct. Okay, like that. Well, that'd be right. How am I going to do that? So that's our fluid handling. So what we're going to need now is plastics and sulfur research. That means I better get cracking over here if I'm going to be ready in time. So this I will nearly. Spin these around so they go the right way. That's going to get us steel, considerably more of it too, which will be nice. I reckon we might be able to make this work here. There we go. Less than pretty, but effective, I hope. Now, let's snag all of these. We'll actually snag the steel plates too while we're going. Okay, so that's increased the draw on the system, which is nice. Now these things are missing some inserters and some outputs as well. So they're all in the wrong place now. Of course, they would be. Okay, so that's that. Okay, now we need to get on with our oil. While that's creating, I'll go over here and grab these walls, see if I can throw down some more. I think after we've got our perimeter secure, what we'll do is work on some radar, so that we've got some sort of scouting happening. 90, nice. What I'll get you to do is, let's output to a box for a moment. Oh, spin you around, because I'm going to need these bricks shortly. Okay, so there's that. So what I'll do is, oh, there you go. There's a good solution. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Okay. Now the other thing I'd like to do is off of this line, need some more. I would like to grab some of them, output them to that, grab out of there, and how are we going to do this? Put them back in a box and come out of a assembler there. And this was going to make pipe for me. Where are we? Pipe, pipe, pipe. Right there in front of my face. Box. And what we'll do is we'll actually make that a smart inserter when we have enough raw material. Because what that'll allow us to do is control what's in this box here. So, oh, we don't have enough technology for that. Probably should have known that. Anyway, we'll go to plan B. Should be just as effective, just not as high tech. There. One back. Box. Here. Okie dokie. Nearly. There. Rightio. We'll restrict that to 4 of them. And 4 of them. I reckon this is only going to need 2 actually. If I remember my stack size is correct, right? There. Okay. Let's power this up. Okay. So this is going to need 10 pipe and 5 iron plate. We're going to need faster inputs and outputs here. otherwise it's just going to sit around and wait all day long for them. Okay, there we go, and we're away. Oh dear. Well, it'll just have to work like that for a while. Again, we'll take advantage of the automation thing, insofar as it'll work by itself for a long time, and over time we'll build up enough resources to have enough. Now, pump shack. Let's go in here. Snag. Ooh. Do we? Oh, no, we can build that. Sweet. So we'll build that there. We're going to need power poles to power them up. And not enough stuff. So this is where those stone bricks are going to come in real handy. As I've already been making them, I'll just come over here and snag them. Which means we can get 2 oil refineries. Probably only going to need 1 for the moment. We're going to need another 2 of them, a couple of them, and hopefully that'll do us. Still a bit slow for my liking. Anyway, we'll move right along, onwards and upwards. Power pole. There. Okay. Now a few of you might be thinking I'm going a bit excessive with the underground pipe, but it's very useful because you can walk over it. Just don't drive a car in there. Sometimes it'll hit the underground pipe and think that you've destroyed it, which is not good, because that can bring your entire oil production system to a screaming halt. Now, I'll put that there. Now that'll crack into a couple of things. It'll crack it into basically heavy oil, light oil, and petroleum gas. Now with the heavy and the light, for the moment all we can do is turn it into solid fuel, which is a good thing, because that means we can switch our power plant over and turn this into solid fuel only. Very, very handy, because there's an effectively limitless supply of oil. The pumps will just run low. They'll get to being, from 0.8 a second or 1.5 per second down to 0.1 per second, which is very, very slow, but it is infinite, and we'll just keep basically using it, and over time you do get enough, and this is creating too many. That'll be fine. Now then, I made another inserter here somewhere. Speed this bad boy up. There we go. Now we're going flat out. Because right now this is trying to catch up, so this is a big surge in production. Pipe. Oh, yikes. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Well, that's running flat out, so there's not really anything we can do. We just have to put up with it. Okay. Let's come down here. Got our chemical plant. We just got no pipe. Ugh. Okay. I need pipe. Give me pipe. 10. That should be enough to get me going. What does that need? It's going to use all the bloody pipe now. Oh well. I'll just craft some of my own, even though it is so plebeian. Such is life. Deserted on a alien planet by yourself with no technology. Bootstrapping your way up through a technology tree, presumably scavenged from a crashed aircraft. I say, as far as toughness, this guy's got to be he's made of pretty stern stuff. Like he's crash landed right. He's by himself. There's nothing but big teeth animals everywhere. And here he is, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna do it anyway. Challenge accepted. I reckon there's lots of people out there that couldn't say the same. Now then, I reckon I made some of these, which will mean we'll have some storage about here-ish. We will hook it into the pipeline there-ish. And we're also going to need an offshore pump eventually, and we'll hook that in at another date when we need advanced refining. So this will go to about here. This will go to about here. That won't need one. That'll come up to about here. That to about there. And this to about... oh, that's a little bit close. There. So I'm just going to wing this layout right now, and hopefully it'll work out. Got no guarantees though, so bear with me. Now I made those storage tanks, so one, that's too close, bugger. See, what I'll do is I'll work it backwards. It's probably the best bet. And there. Oh, plastics, so sulfur. Do I want to leave enough room that I can get shit in and out of the layout? Not quite far enough. That's the trick. So you got to kind of eyeball it a little bit, and experience does help. And I kind of don't have very much of that, so yeah, it's very much as we go here. So just as I'm thinking of what we're trying to do, I might change that. I'll come over here and throw down some more pump jacks first. I'll try and get this pumping so that we're filling up our reserves as we go.